Yeah, this is a match to savour, but it won't be an easy watch, I feel, for either Michael Smith or Damon Heta. Gary Anderson will have enjoyed watching those three go in.
But the pressure's coming back. Make that a double for Dedeker.
Early game of snap to go in amongst the darts as both hit maximums. Anderson wants tops.
21. Mike requires 74.
Yeah, this is why you should never give up. Good set-up play. Beautiful dart from Dedeker. We're a break a throw and take real credit from that as well. Just the performance there was a great walk for Gary. Clearly the crowd with the Flying Scotsman, but Mike Dedeker just looks to be in that zone. And
Anderson 300 and odd behind when he towed the hockey here, 40. And that has not reduced the arrears by any significant sum. So Mike Dedeker with umpteen visits from 149.
It's a staggering start. We've been waiting for this Mike Dedeker for a good 59. Decade. He's been in the shadow of Kim Hybrits and Dimitri Vandenberger we'll be seeing later. But people mature at certain times, and Dedeker's moment, and time seems to be now.
Well, he's got so much in hand in terms of time. He can go any way he chooses here. Went for treble 18, went for treble 16, hasn't found either of those. 50. Went for the bullseye, didn't find that either. So he had so much time he could aim at what he liked, but he didn't hit any of the targets. But he has left tops in the end.
Yeah, just control his emotions very well.
60.
Big chance.
40.
Opportunity knocks for the Belgian.
And Mike Dedeker has run Gary Anderson ragged in that first set. Absolutely blitzed his way through it in 3 straight legs. Dimitri Vandenberg also in action this evening.
140.
He's pitching that first dart perfectly, Dedeker, isn't he, Glenn? I can see you purring in the corner of the commentary box.
Yeah, sorry.
140.
Per.
Yes.
That was woof.
65.
We'll leave you a saucer of milk after the next interval, Glenn. Anderson looking at 1-1-2 here. Can he fashion one across that awkward lie? He couldn't. In his mind, he'll be fairly confident. You would think he'll be back here, but no guarantee. There is now. So Gary Anderson to regain the advantage in the set on his own darts, a set he badly needs to win. Tops. Clean.
Yeah, it's a proper match, this, isn't it? A great response here from Gary Anderson. You do sense that Dedeker's thrown absolutely everything at Gary at the moment. Perfect start. The way he's responding is so impressive. The 80 points ahead. One massive score from Anderson is the plan.
58.
The Flying Scotsman is derailed at the moment.
Well, Mike Dedeker cannot win the match in this leg, but he can go a long way towards doing so.
59.
Well, a couple of wobbles. He leaves 220, but Anderson can go in front here, and he is in front. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that crowd. And I keep going back to them words that you said. You've got to take your opportunities right now, Mike. I mean, a beautiful first start again. He'd have expected more after that first start.
In any sport, if you do not cash in when you're on top, you're likely to get beat. Anderson looking for the champagne finish to level the match with 2 bullseyes and double 16. Because now, with the failure to wrap that up, Mike Dedeker has a 3-figure outshot, but one of the easiest of 3-figure outshots, if there is such a thing. The treble, the single now, for tops, for 2-0. Oh, it's all happening here. Mike Dedeker, the Shanghai super shot to put Gary Anderson in big trouble in Leicester in the Grand Prix. The Flying Scotsman has been grounded by the Belgian. Mike Dedeker leads Gary Anderson 2-0 in a race to 3 sets. He's on the brink of the quarterfinals. That's competition alone.
120.
But let's have it right here. Let's make it quite clear. Gary Anderson has got to break the De Decker throw in this set, in either this leg, Glenn, or the fifth leg if it goes that far. Time is running
100.
out. Time is the issue here for Gary Anderson.
Yeah, on the positive, he's been here before in matches. He is playing incredibly well. Like I say, I like that analogy, the barroom brawl. He has to fight, he has to scrap, because De Decker doesn't look like he's going to miss. Look at this! Unbelievable scenes, incredible. That's a wry smile. But the gentleman that Gary Anderson is, just a little fist pump there to De Decker. Absolutely unbelievable darts.
Start the car.
100.
Well, he starts the leg, Gary Anderson, but I'm sure in his mind he's thinking, start the car, I'm in trouble here. He's got to win 2 legs straight. First and foremost, he's got to hold, and then the last chance, or it will be the last chance saloon of the De Decker break of throw. A break of throw on the De Decker throw.
Yeah, there's still something niggling in the back of my mind that this match can't be as straightforward as this. We have sort of waxed lyrical about Mike De Decker. He has had moments where he's put himself in incredibly good positions on stage, and he's faltered.
You're saying to me you think it's still possible Mike De Decker could wake up and realise where he is?
Yes. However, he's been working so hard on that part of the game. It is on the throw of Anderson. The wry smile I like, that's okay. He still looks relaxed to me. He's keeping that emotion in check.
92.
This leg is gone.
Yeah, everyone's getting carried away here, but this leg is not the issue here. Leg 5 is the issue here.
Absolutely.
De Decker can lose this leg. It
90.
won't matter a jot in the final analysis if he wins leg 5. That's the leg. So Anderson will come back for 85 in the knowledge that this leg's all well and good, Gary, but you've got to win the next one.
It's almost like throw your bad darts now. 20 tops.
There it is, the formalities concluded at the back end of that leg. So, just as in the previous set, it goes all the way to a 5th leg. In the last leg, De Decker won it. Last set, De Decker won it. And he's off to a flyer. He's off to a flyer. He's saying to Anderson, you've got to get off first throw, Chief. He hasn't. Look at the reaction, look at the frustration.
And the frustrating reactions, I was expecting that to come from this man. But that dart, that first dart in the scoring phase, that's been his golden ticket. Sensational.
Well, if there's any such thing as a comfortable, easy winning leg in a darts match, this could turn out to be it. Because Anderson did not get off until the final dart of the second visit, and now De Decker is flying.
What a stellar performance. That mesmeric throw, that free-flowing throw. What an absolute delight. What a treat.
60.
Well, he's got a lead here that's almost incalculable. 2 darts to finish it off. 1 dart at tops it will be for a 12-dart winning leg. Mike De Decker has broken new ground. He crosses the line, he beats Gary Anderson, and he moves into territory he's never been to before. A first quarter-final, and Mike De Decker, boy didn't he play well, he destroyed Gary Anderson.
It's there from Gowan Price. I think he was expecting the 180 call.
The stubborn
60.
James Wade, he will do that. Many will just go for a 57 or a 54 and switch away, but James likes to hunt down a treble 20. He's very good at it normally.
60.
Great crowd so far this week in Leicester.
Record-breaking one's going to be sold out for the final 3 days of the tournament as well.
Really good.
We should get some special stuff. Mike De Decker, a first-time major quarter-finalist, awaiting the winner of this one. That isn't ideal for Price, but a maximum would change this leg.
140.
Grimaces at the last dart.
140.
Doesn't leave a finish, so time is on his side for Price. For a level game in the first set.
94.
Well, there was a point that double 10, he was the best at it. Get to win Price. Roared his way to a world title, hitting it time and time again. The 2-2.
Right on the wire, steps across and finds the target. Now then, it is the first set, but this is a big leg and Wade is straight in.
58.
He won't like that. Just when he created an opportunity for a possible breaker throw and a set win. Should go for treble 18 here.
93.
Oh, perler of a dart. Got to think about these finishes. James did there.
Can he stay up there?
100.
Does going to the bullseye was an option. He has got a shot if he's allowed to go at it. He might not be. He might not be. Bullseye for James Wade.
145.
He fancied it.
When you require 135.
Is that all? He doesn't like it. If it's a 60, he doesn't like it. That's the thing. If you hit the 25, you've got to hit the right 25.
Double 10 for the opening set. James Wade takes set one on throw and shows going Price. It's not just the Welshman who can chuck in a big celebration or two. We have got a game on here between the machine and the Iceman. Not enough to leave a finish, so going Price. Just a set-up turn, this. Well, you would think it would be. So that's 114 off. 13 more. Interesting. I wasn't expecting him to go that route, but it's as good as any.
It's 2 trebles and a single to leave a double. As is that.
138.
This leg has become a top-sitting contest, but it's Price to throw first at it. Well, he got further away with the last start. When James Wade's behind her, it's pressure to hit a double. It really is, because you know, he knew, we knew.
Second leg, James to throw.
First breaker throw in this match. Gowan Price will feel he's seen that story before and he's seen it far too often. That he feels that's the only thing
60.
missing. I'm just missing a few crucial, not one he'd expect to take out most of the time.
Losing sets 3-0 as a player is not very pleasant either.
100.
You do feel second best. You feel like your opponent's toying with you.
To the bullseye. Can he go back to treble 19 to leave tops? That was the plan.
Great weight. I don't dislike treble 16 first start there, you know. So 48 to leave 93, then 57, 36, but also the 16 leaves the 125, 25 for 60. Anyway, just an option.
78.
Double 12. Likes this double. And pins it. But look at this subdued going Price.
Yeah.
That we didn't have at the start of the game. And James Wade will love that, because he is an energy vampire. He will suck the life out of you.
But didn't we allude to this, Dan, about the fight and anger in Price's belly and the want? It just goes a bit too quick.
Can he get it back?
60.
Big shot, a big leg, a breaker. I mean, look, he needs a breaker throw right now.
Anything. It might be a tops last dart. Anything. I don't know. Just something to stop James Wade sucking the life out of him.
Which, ironically, the events at Gowan Price, they're not his main focus. I mean, he's gone and won in Copenhagen, won in Australia, but it's the ranking stuff. That's all his mantra has been. Ranking tournaments, the big ones at the end of the year. This is where I need to get it right.
Yeah, his time management now is... That's his first. And he's going to have 3 clear to win the set. And it will be his second set for a 2-0 lead.
He is in real control of this game. The machine is moving through the gears here, and the Iceman is going to have to find a big response.
James Wade has missed 9 darts at a double. And don't forget, 6 of those were in one leg. He could use that as a marker.
No score.
Got to go. Comeback's got to start somewhere. Forced it through.
60.
Real zest has gone from him, Dan, hasn't it?
It has, but it could return.
Of course it could.
No score.
Well, this is helping.
It is, but you can see from the smirk on James Wade's face, this is fine. You can have this leg if you want, Gavin, because
100.
I'm just going to hold throw twice and this game is done.
And it is on the price throw. So if you are going to have a darting disaster at doubling
No
in,
score.
don't have it on your leg. And have it when you're 2 sets up and a leg up.
99.
Yeah, Gerwyn Price will be happy to win the leg, which he should do from here.
Well, against Danny Noppert, Gerwyn Price was
61.
struggling to get in one particular leg, to the point of he played the whole leg more or less on tops. And I think hit 5 out of 6 at one point.
96.
He's not out of this. This has got Mark Durbridge, Andy Jenkins written all over it.
10 darts to get in. But he's just hit a third 180, and it's 3 consecutive legs that he's hit maximums now, James Wade.
92.
He still is going to have to rely on Gerwyn Price missing, but he could be within striking distance here. Another in there.
100.
Well, it's a finish, but it's not the Shanghai that he was hoping to get.
Just wants to get it done, get on with the next leg.
44.
That was the last thing he wanted. I think he's lacking confidence, you know. I really do. That was thrown so softly, timidly. That's not timid. He would have loved to have won that leg. Just to rub Price's nose in it.
Go in, you require 10.
Double 5 for Gerwyn Price. He should never have been in danger of losing this leg, but he might be about to lose it, and he'll be pushed to the brink of defeat in this match. It's like Gerwyn Price has convinced himself that this was inevitable.
I alluded to this earlier. He keeps finding a way to lose, but creates ways to lose. And that double 10, we know it's his favourite, but that was a leg that Price will think, you are kidding me, right? Just when it couldn't get any worse, it got worse.
10.
Yeah, the inner want, the attitude, just the body language of him.
65.
Well, that'll make his next visit a little trickier.
100. You require 135.
But it could be the last visit of this whole match.
Yeah. Well, you know you're in trouble when you got her at 130 to stay in the game.
Bullseye for Price. He is not out of the World Grand Prix yet. It is the first time he has managed to break the Wade throw. And he looks like a man who has been spared by divine intervention, but doesn't believe there's going to be much more of it. Like finish. Might be 1 dart at a double, might be 2.
140.
to wrap it up in double quick time. Now a single 18, now tops. Cannot get it done on that visit. May get a poke at 20, we shall see. That's a happy accident, let me tell you. Better than a 6.
Double top.
Yes.
Had to check what it was. And that might be that. It's a sarcastic thumbs up. The fight has left the Iceman because the machine ends a decade-long wait for a World Grand Prix quarter-final. He sees off the former champion in straight sets. A comprehensive defeat of Gerwyn Price, and James Wade's mini renaissance of 2024 continues into the last 8.
I'll be disappointed because the first start, that's where if he doesn't hit the treble, wants to be above. He's a bit unlucky. Could have done with a treble there, Cullen. Gurney looking to double his lead, and the setup's going to be pretty good.
121.
Single 20-second dart as Joe Cullen starts a forensic analysis of the treble 20 area to make sure he's left 70, but Gurney has the first crack at 101. 84 remaining. Was looking for the treble to lead double 18, and Joe Cullen now treble 10, or will it be treble 18? He has that choice. That was not the choice he was looking for, nor was that.
It's just about to say,
all you can do is laugh sometimes at this game.
I was just about to say what a good last start it was, the previous visit from Joe, and he teed up both the legs really well and just not being clinical towards the back end here.
38. Damage required 32.
Double 16. And amongst the chuckling, well, Gurney had the last laugh. He will indeed. Daryl Gurney is not laughing, but he is 2 legs to 0 up in the opening set. And I tell you what, remember, this is on the Joe Cullen darts.
92.
We saw this kind of opening in the opening match of the night when Dedeker. Well, here's some encouragement because he starts this next visit 200 and odd in front. Always a nice feeling.
150.
And Gurney starts this visit 330 behind, and still hasn't started the leg. He could get brushed here.
Darryl will already switch his attention to the next leg. Cullen has got to bring this 171 down. Yeah, it's a slip, but it doesn't really matter. He's got so much time.
Would you say there's still a stigma around failing to start by the time your opponent has finished?
It's not ideal, is it? But becomes a point when you're so far behind, it's kind of irrelevant in a way.
Well, he's avoided that particular humiliation, Daryl Gurney, and the bottom line is he still will be throwing for this set in a few moments, regardless of what happens here.
.18 points in the averages in favour of Joe Cullen. Does trail. You'd expect him to halve the deficit here.
There was no rule in place that allows you just to concede a leg and say we'll start the next one, but he can start it now.
Joe Cullen. Full leg, double to focus. Game on.
Well, back comes Gurney. Pulled that last one, but he is down to a finish. Yeah, there's a lot of shoulder in that last start.
99.
Big last start for Joe. It is the finish that just keeps him interested in this leg.
Another, but he wouldn't have to go for the ball.
98.
Joe's just got to apply some pressure and hope some errors off Daryl Gurney.
Van Geuren hit a treble 20 with the third dart to leave 6 against Gurney. Cullen opted for a more sensible option. But anyway, double 6 for the set. And Daryl Gurney strikes first in this second round tie. Joe Cullen dropped the first leg that he should have won, and in the end that leg cost him the set. Free. Gurney stepped in, and that was the leg really that made all the difference, in my opinion.
It was when the 72 finish was clinical at the end.
Apart from that, Cullen has been, as you've alluded to, Mark, the better player.
134.
Decent switch from Darrell. If you hang around in a leg, you may get opportunities. Not on this occasion. Neat and tidy opening leg from Joe Cullen against the darts as well.
Game on. No score.
Well, he's got the break of throw, but it won't count for very much unless he can hold his own here. Joe Cullen.
89.
Yeah, rare slip starting for Joe. And Darrell's in.
That's 5 he's missed at the start here, and the switch to double 18 pays a rich dividend. 40 score to go with 2 maximums. But that won't matter much here if Gurney hits double 16.
80.
And courtesy of taking so long to get off in this leg, Joe too far behind here. Just got to bring the 2-3-5 down. Gurney, as we've already mentioned, pretty efficient on the outer ring for finishing a leg.
90.
And now we start in set 2 with back-to-back breaks.
You say that. You say that, Mark Webster, but there's a flickering flame still burning here for Joe Cullen in leg 2 of set 2, but it will need to be ignited. Oh, the wrong side of the wire by some distance.
Frustrated because he fancied that as well. Gurney will have more opportunities.
And that would have been a real cage rattler, Mark, would it, to take that out after Gurney had missed 3 himself.
88. W require 8.
Still needs to seal the deal here, Darrell. And he shakes hands with double 4, and that's job done. Levels the second set.
Third leg, Darrell to focus. Game on. Fire 114.
Just gets Darrell down to finish. Joe. He may not need the 2 visits.
94.
The likelihood is he'll get one. This sort of finish hasn't really been threatened in this match so far, but you just never know.
Treble 20 or 2 treble 19s. Treble 20 for treble 18 then, the combination. Perfect so far for the bullseye! That was a set dart.
Joey required 20.
Had some problems on this double in the first leg of the match, Joe. Taking a step back. He knows how important this is. Send it to a deciding leg. Looks a good guide. That looks awkward. And that's illustrated by how far across he is now. And he can't pin the double. So many opportunities in this match, Joe Cullen. But he could be going 2 sets to 0 down.
This is for the set once more. He's missed the ball. He's now missed the big number. He's got 13 left. 5, you'd think, next door to the first miss. Careful. Finds that for double 4.
17.
Well, a wise man once said darts is all about creating opportunities and taking them. We've seen opportunities created and spurned in this leg. And still they're missed. Joe Cullen holds on. Hangs on.
Over to you, Darrell Gurney. And you've missed darts to win a set.
I think there'll be a fair few players sat at home watching the action, and it won't be a nice watch for them. And Chris Dobie probably one of them, as you've alluded to, Mark. There's quite a few players who think that they should still be in the tournament, and I'd probably make them right.
100. Joey require 152.
Cullen, a chance for the most unlikely set win. Another, but even so.
140.
Forces another one in there.
W require 151.
Darrell has had a Dart ball and a dart double 4 for the set. Treble 17. And he can't find it, so there's some set darts incoming for Joe Cullen here.
Well, who'd have thought it?
95.
It looked like he was in jail and Gurney was ready to throw away the key. Is he Joe Cool? Oh my, double 3. Oh, and there it is, and just listen to the roar. Joe keeps his cool and now he lets the emotion out. This game is all square.
Peaked at world number 3 as well.
Premier League player at the time.
In the playoffs in the Premier League as well, isn't he?
58. $138.
He's come on firing early in this set, Daryl Gurney. Should lead 2-0 from here.
W required 56.
Best sustained spell Daryl's had. And it's led to a 2-leg lead.
Daryl Gurney.
Dropped out of the top 16 to number 19, which is still 8 spots above his opponent this evening in the official PDC World Rankings.
So Daryl Gurney's been to a final in the Pro Tour as well, the semi in the Euro Tour.
138. Joey McQuire, 95.
Treble 19 was the target to leave double thereof. And he went double
55.
Anyway, but he couldn't find that.
McQuire, 72.
He hit 72 to clinch set 1. He went this way as well. And he's done it to clinch the 3rd set in a blink of an eye. Daryl Gurney averaged up above 107 in that set. And he's 1 set away from the quarterfinals.
As the match time ticks to half an hour, this contest has been raging here on the big stage at the Mattioli. And there's plenty of more darts to be thrown in this match. Yeah, don't you worry about that.
Both will feel they're just letting the other one off.
152.
It's very raw for Daryl at the minute after that opening leg. He's got himself down to a 2-darter here.
90.
Yeah, it has got the air of a game of darting musical chairs, and it's a mystery who'll be sat in the seat when the music stops. Double 8 here. Double 4. Double 4, and the band plays on at the bottom end of the 2nd leg of the 4th set. 62.
To lead 2-0 in this 4th set. Daryl Gurney can't watch, but he'll hear the call, and Cullen is 1 leg away from sending us to a deciding set here. It's been very one-sided tonight in the other 2 ties. This one has been a closer affair. Now we head into a 5th set.
Well, when the quarterfinals start, there'll be players still in the tournament who've survived match darts. There'll be players that have missed dozens of darts at double, but they're all still in there, 8 of them fighting. Which one of these 2 will be in the last 8 of the World Grand Prix?
Trying to find another treble. And there's a set-winning opportunity coming the way of Joe here. But he can get all good 79s, so Daryl's got to be aggressive with his setter.
58. Joey McQuire, 79.
Going double-double to lead. Double 18 again. Exquisite finish, extraordinary finish, and Joe Cullen takes this extraordinary darts match into a final and deciding set.
Gurney needs to use that guide. Disappointed, he'd expected a treble after the first dart, minimum 1, but he is down to a finish.
Well, from the ridiculous to the sublime in the space of 3 darts. Big fish for Gurney. Can't find it. Can't get a bite. And Joe Cullen on 89, looking to go 2 legs in front with 3 to play here in the decider. Perfect. Double 16. Perfect again. He had the urge to surge, and he has responded. So Joe Cullen here will be looking first and foremost at the 19 segment, looking for 4 of them. That is 3 of them. That's the 4th. He now wants tops for a remarkable win.
96.
He's not there yet. And double 10 has caused him a few problems, but he will be back. Gurney has just got to apply a little bit of pressure and hope that Joe wilts. But it's not huge pressure. He's 8 darts, he's double already, Joe.
He's only hit it once in 10 attempts. It's double 5. Oh no. Bust it. Yes, he takes the sensible option to get back to double 10. Well, I say the sensible option. He's hit it 1 in 10 attempts. Is it the sensible option? Is it better than double 2? Surely it is. But the outcome will determine the decision or the correctness of the decision. Now, Joe Cullen. Match dance coming and going here for the boy from Bradford. He's missed 3 of them, as you see. Double 10. And Joe Cullen, for the 2nd straight round, completes a comeback victory. This time his victim is Daryl Gurney. And Joe Cullen, who reached the semi-finals last year, is on the march again at the Grand Prix.
That's all it takes is 1 leg in this format to really mess up some of your stats.
Well, we're still waiting for the first maximum, but the way that Dave Chisnell in particular is playing here, you don't think you're going to have to wait too long.
I don't think he really needs to either, though. On the other hand, I'm sure he's quite happy buzzing along with his 140s.
Single 18 for tops.
78.
No Dutch players getting through to the 2nd round of this tournament this year. We could have 2 Belgians in the quarter-finals. In the same half of the draw
96.
as well.
David required 40.
Interesting times in the world of darts. Double top though for Dave Chisnell to lead again.
Double 5. Well,
35.
we also had 2 Germans in the top 16. Yes.
John Potts. Would you have bust that final dart? Dimmy back near 300.
Absolutely. The bust is underused
134.
at all levels of
David
darts.
required 5.
Really, you just get set on one way of thinking, and you make life a lot harder on yourself here.
Game shot.
Hits it well, though.
Dave Chisnell.
Yeah, it was just enough not to be irate about it.
Was given a golden opportunity in this leg, Dave Chisnell, with Dimitri Van den Berg taking 6 darts to get off. But all of a sudden, he might be looking at an awkward double 19. He might not even get a dart at double.
And we're seeing our first bit of roiling under the surface here.
Oh, another in there, though.
76.
Misses a set dart, Dave Chisnell.
Dimitri requires 76.
Some seething going on there.
Staying there to leave double 18.
You guaranteed we'd get this sort of behavior.
Did it all the way through the UK Open. He won the title. And he's not far away from pinning double 18 and stealing that leg away.
David required 19.
Does he go for 3? Or I kind of like going 11 on these myself. It looks like he's going down for the 3. For double 8.
Another set darts and another set dart miss. They weren't far away, but far enough. We might be going to a deciding leg in this opening set. Dave Chisnell should have wrapped it up already.
It doesn't seem like he's feeling any consolation that he might have the throw in a minute. Wow. Painted the wire, all in the same spot practically, and I would be aggrieved if I'm Dimitri right now.
Dimitri Van den Berg was staring at those as if he thought he might scare one to just moving the other side of the wire. Dave Chisnall to take the opening set. Double two. Well, Dave Chisnall does take the opening set. It started very, very impressively. Got a bit messy towards the end.
When he starts getting that first dart in the treble 20, that's when he becomes very dangerous. And there's our first 180.
Maybe followed by a second. It's not going to be.
140. Dimitri requiring 149.
Beautiful max from Dimitri. Can he follow it up with a beautiful combination finish? No is the answer, quite emphatically.
37.
Just in danger of letting Chizzy off the hook here.
Well, Chizzy needs a big setup visit, and he's getting it. Terrific. Maybe the best visit of the match for him so far. Really pressurizes.
One treble combo for Dimitri. Gets it. Double top. Set dart missed by Dimitri Van den Berg. Chizzy to break and keep this set very much alive.
36.
It's got messy, hasn't it?
Dimitri requiring 40.
It's so disappointing after hitting the 150 to leave the double. You're hoping to walk up, bang, first dart double. Not the case. Double 10 to wrap up a set, to level. He has to move over and come back just right. And there's a bit of a yell and some relief, and he's back in the match. His game's coming alive, and he sees his opponent kind of at sea a bit. Lovely first start.
There we go. Dave Chisnall with his second max. Bit of authority from Chiz in this leg.
$140. Danger required 43.
Down the bottom, then up at the top. 2-1 in this third set. Beautiful stuff. It goes according to plan, and that will make Chizzy feel a little bit better.
It's Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
Best quality set we've had so far, although to be fair, the first set was pretty good for the first 2 or 3 legs.
Well, bravely stayed at that target to leave 89.
132.
Bullseye for David Chisnall. What a guide for the ball if he gets the 57. He cannot find it.
60.
Looks so inviting if he'd got the treble 19.
Well, 89 is just if you love double 16, 89's one of the best combination finishes you could possibly hope for. You know, the treble's the same height, but it's ended up going to the bull to keep the set going.
64. Danger requires 72.
Dave Chisnall got options here. Treble 12 is often his ploy from this position, and it's often his ploy to slow things down when he knows it's a big shot. Well, 15 off. We'll get to his favourite double.
Yeah, and it'll be unobstructed.
Oh, he won't get to his favourite double because he's missed the big number. Dimitri, I'm not even sure he knows at the minute. Maybe he's just glanced up at the screen and seen.
32. Dimitri required 25.
Missing the big number.
Yeah, and if Dimitri wraps his 25 up, forces the last leg. That's a hard kind of memory for Dave to get around while he's trying to get in.
Double four. We're going to a deciding leg of a set for the first time in this match. Perhaps we shouldn't have been. Did not get a dart for the set, Dave Chisnall. Should have done. But made a mess of things in the previous leg.
Yeah.
180.
Well, they're level on the 180s now.
Yeah, it's three apiece in the 180s, and yet that one's come in a deciding leg of a set for the first time. It feels like it's worth more.
Yeah. It very well could be worth more. Worth a set.
Back it up with another. It is golden from Dimitri. Back-to-back maxes.
Yeah, stuns Chizzy.
$119.
Chisnall halves his score, leaves 119. Dimitri Vandenberg, 74 to lead this match for the first time. And not just lead it by a set. Beautiful dart. And another. That is 8 perfect darts in a row for Dimitri Vandenberg to take the third set.
Well, a little frustrated. Chizzy looks at him missing the 180 there, but he really should be happy the position he's carved for himself here. Because that 140 from Dimmy really hasn't taken away Chizzy's opportunity here.
It's certainly a response from Dave Chisnall.
100.
And yes, he is down to a finish first on the Vandenberg throw. A 98 or a ton 40. A max. Another max from Dimmy. Oh, that is a cruel deflection.
144.
Still got him a very doable out, though.
This is getting more doable. It's very doable. Double 12. Chizzy has the break with a moment of magic.
Yeah, the first big out of the match at a hugely crucial time to try and re-establish his place in this match. Dimitri's turn into a setup visit. It is a setup visit. Can he dig in a couple? Yes. So he wanted that to leave the double 18, but he's left 72. Dave needs this.
And he's not going to get it. And it's 72 for Dimitri Vandenberg. It was 72 for Chizzy in the previous set that he made a horrible mess of.
$97. Dimitri requires 72.
To break straight back and have the darts and a last leg decider in this set to win the match. Double 6. No mistake from Dimitri Vandenberg. Potentially 2 visits away from booking his spot in the quarterfinals.
Oh, he took that deep breath and delivers.
180.
He has got better and better, Dimitri Vandenberg. Chizzy has caused him some problems, but he's caused so many problems for himself with his finishing.
Dimitri required 57.
Dimitri Vandenberg to reach the last 8 of the World Grand Prix for the second time in his career and take out the only seed left in this half of the draw. Double top for Dimmy, and he's got time.
$17.
A lot of tension there, of course. It's such a significant moment, but the reality is he's back. He can take a long, deep breath now and make sure of it.
57.
Still not down to a finish, Dave Chisnall.
Dimitri required 40.
Dimitri Vandenberg, double top for a 3-1 win and the spot in the quarterfinals. Surely.
No score.
Still not yet.
Wow. With all those missed darts, and not by a lot, which doesn't really matter. If only Dave could put some pressure on it, he might just get that chance he needs.
98. Dimitri required 40.
He's had 5 to wrap it up. He's got 3 more. And that one gets the job done. Dave Chisnell is beaten. And Dimitri Van den Bergh completes the quarter-final lineup at the World Grand Prix.